So we are at Nurburgring for the next round of our reverse result series, and you can see an interesting front row, my good old Minardi lockout. So there's going to be a massive block and the field is going to be totally compromised from the start. Nice start there for the Renaults? What are we calling them? They are Renaults, they are technically Renaults, just with a Benetton skin. It looks good for Button, doesn't it? Whenever Button started there on the PSL Championship, he ended up scoring quite well. Frentzen there back in his customary position, so he's missed a couple of turns, hasn't he? And he has a chance to capitalise and try and get himself back into the rhythm that he was in before. You have his work cut out for him. He's got DC right behind him, and right behind these fellas are some of the contenders. We'll see who's looking like making some moves into the top 10 in a second. But I recorded this race very late at night. I actually forgot I'd done that, and I had to be a little bit quiet on the. You got sort of like a whispering Murray Walker. You know what I mean? So we kept a lid on it a little bit. It's a little bit understated, this race, but there is the front row of the grid. Anyway, let's have a look at the second half of the grid. So there we go. Contenders lined up ready to get into the top 10 and aim for the points. Hakkinen, the slight favourite there, starting ahead of Montoya with the two Ferraris. And then you have Ralph towards the back with obviously the BARs right at the back. Now, interesting to see what they can do, if they can do anything from there. Because, you know, this is how you're going to win the championship. And our BAR cut out for the big field jump. We shall see.
20th is Paris. Onto the back of the grid now, and in 21st place we have Jacques Villeneuve, and last but not least on the grid is Minardi.
Okay. And off we go. Standard start. Fight for the first corner, and Alonso gets the move. Oh, Samba runs wide. Anybody else running wide out there? And these two need to get the moves on. Here comes Kimi. Kimi was always going to get involved in this if they didn't get this done quickly, and he has. Hasn't quite got the move done. He's well in there though. Barrichello's ended up at the back with Ralph Fisichella. Finally got the move done. I had to. Frentzen, who's going to be quick here. And already, look at Montoya. Montoya's making big moves. Oh no! And Ralph. And he hits the wing. And the arrows cuts across him. Oh wow, what happened there? We have no idea. The Ferraris are running at the back, and now Ralph is well down. He should catch up to that field though. It doesn't look like his car's been hurt, but Minardi, yet again Minardi. God, Montoya's up into 6th place. What a run he's having there. Can he get the Minardi? Can he get the Minardi? He can, he's got the Minardi and Frentzen. He's nipped past Frentzen as well. And what a race this is. Chaos through the field. Coulthard making places slowly. Villeneuve and Panis are starting to move up. The two Ferraris are struggling with Hakkinen. And here's Ralph, he's just coming through the chicane. He's quite a way back. He'll make that up. And Minardi did recover, and he's at racing speed. two Renaults are wasting time. They're taking too much time to get this done. And in fact, Kimi, because Montoya has got ahead of Button. Kimi having a look. Train for first place. And it's all going off behind. It's going to give lots of people behind plenty of opportunity to make moves. Schumacher started to. And Montoya's having a look at Kimi. And he's pushed Kimi wide. Classic overtake there. And it's upset the guys behind, and now Frentzen is attacking Button. Can he get the move off? Raikkonen's now battling with Montoya. And somehow, yeah, Raikkonen came back at... Raikkonen keeps coming back at Juan Pablo. And here, and this is the move for the lead, and surely the Renault's going to get the lead here. Alonso tries to fend him off. Juan Pablo's getting involved. And surely now, on the racing line, Fisichella blasts into the lead. Or does he? Right, Alonso is holding him off. Fisichella leads. Huge move. And is that Raikkonen back in second place? How did Raikkonen do that? Montoya needs to get this move done. Through the chicane. Brave move, he's got it done. Montoya is after Fisichella for first place. And Alonso maintains the position. And Raikkonen has lost out. Button moves up. And here comes Button. And the Renaults are trying to come back into this, and oh wow. Can Button make the move stick? He can surely here, he has. And Fisichella, Raikkonen gets past. Or does he? Great fight up front here. Marquez is getting past now by the McLaren. Oh, got there in the end. It's causing a melee behind, as you can see. Barrichello and Michael are still 18th and 19th. Ralph hasn't caught the back yet, but he will do shortly. Minardi at the back. Here's Fisichella leading Montoya with Button right behind. Is Montoya going to be able to get that move done? He needs to, because Kimi's passed as well. And Frentzen has got into a mire with his own teammate. And now is Frentzen going to pass Alonso? He's got alongside. Through goes Alonso. And surely Frenzen's going to get the move done here. Alonso holds the inside line beautifully. And Montoya has got past. We missed it. Where Pablo Montoya has got it, has taken the lead, and the Renaults are battling, and Button has nailed his teammate. Huge moves, and at last Williams lead a race. Where did Montoya get that done? Oh, producer, what have you done? Oh dear, and Panis, how has Panis found himself in 8th place? The BARs are flying from behind the Ferraris, behind the McLarens. And now they're embroiled in this huge battle as Montoya now is clear to pull away from the two Renaults fighting for the podium. We have to stay with this battle. battle. Everyone's going to get involved in this now. Frentzen is struggling to get the move done, and it's costing him dearly. I tell you, it'll be just Juan Pablo's luck now to catch Minardi and tank him. Oh, and there's a move here coming from Trulli. And Panis is still keeping a watching brief on this. These fighting Jordans, and here comes Panis. Opportunism from Panis. He can't get it done though, because Frentzen's busy attacking his teammate again. You see these fighting Jordans, these warring wasps are causing a huge battle. Here comes Panis again. And there's a McLaren joining this fray. It's Mika Häkkinen. And he's moving quickly. Panis has pushed one of the Jordans. Frentzen was a title contender a little while ago, and he's already attacking Trulli. And Häkkinen's getting involved as well. And Panis now can attack Alonso for 5th place. What a performance from the BAR again. He's going to get bogged down behind Alonso now. You fancy he's got more pace to get the job done. And he already looks dangerous. Here he comes. Gets chopped off. Mando wants these points badly. Panis is going to make him fight for them. Here he comes, and it's going to cause a big bottleneck. And he's going to have the racing line, surely. Oh. There he goes. Panis into 5th place, and behind Frentzen is dicing with Häkkinen, and Häkkinen's surely going to win that. And he will now look at Alonso, and he looks at Alonso straight away. Straight past goes Mika. Frentzen gets the job done. He does. Frentzen into 7th. So they basically cleared the way. Panis cleared the way. Panis in 5th. Häkkinen and Frentzen. Villeneuve finally got past, and Alonso's bumped out of the points. Off to hold up Shuey. And DC. These two took each other out at Monaco. Barrichello, what is happening to Barrichello this season? And you can see that Ralph has finally caught the pack. And Minardi's miles away, and Montoya is away. Button is dropping Fisichella. He's got the pace, and Fisichella has just got enough to hold off Raikkonen. Panis into 5th. Now these guys are going to catch Raikkonen. Raikkonen's in danger from these guys. Look at this. Villeneuve's finally got the move done, and the points could be locked. Not if Frentzen does things like that, they're not. So it's now a case of how quickly do these guys catch Raikkonen. Häkkinen is looking the much more dangerous of the two McLarens recently. Serene at last, Williams gets some clues. A good drive from Montoya. Come roaring through the pack quickly. Right on cue, this victory. Nothing silly now. Where's Minardi? A double podium for Benetton on the cards. There's Panis. They are catching quickly. This little train of menacing. There they are, all in the same shot. They're actually Frentzen. place. He's going to get on the back of this. See, if they didn't bog down a few races ago, the BAR, well, Paddy's didn't really, but Villeneuve did. He should have had a DNF as well. He was on his roof in Malaysia, I think it was, and the game reset him. But they have made serious moves these last few races. Yeah, Villeneuve is under threat though from Micheal. Very much just a status quo now though, as Montoya starts another lap. I don't know where Minardi is. A long way down. Oh, and Hakkinen looking... Oh. Hakkinen wants these points. System. Raikkonen's causing all sorts of problems, and Hakkinen makes the move, and Hakkinen's through. Or is he? He's going to be at the inside line. Panis has got the racing line. He's going to get held up by Raikkonen surely, and Hakkinen gets the move done. And already it looked like Mika was shaping him up there, but Panis is still dangerous. Raikkonen still hasn't 100% been dropped by Fisichella. It's allowing Hakkinen. Oh, and Hakkinen's in here, and Montoya wins. Crikey, we had no indication we were near the end of the race. That's the fan, if that's disturbing the mic. Montoya wins. Here comes Button. He gets second, Fisichella third, Raikkonen fourth, Hakkinen fifth, sixth Panis, seventh Frentzen, eighth Villeneuve. Micheal gets the frustrating ninth. And the rest are coming through. What's happened? There's Ralph behind Verstappen. So finally Williams finally get a win, and Montoya smashed it. Missed the pass for the lead, unfortunately, because stuff was just happening all through the field. And Juan Pablo and Williams have finally got the win. And it's going to be very interesting for them with Ralph finishing down the field. Can they have a push now? BAR, brilliant here again. More points for them. Hakkinen bringing himself back into the title hunt. And Micheal frustrated. Two races without a point now. That's not true, he got 2 races in 3 without a point. He got 2 in the last race. So there you go. Brilliant for Williams. Finally we get the win. Have I showed my bias at all throughout this championship? I'm sure I haven't. So no lapped traffic, no DNFs, straight 22 car reverse grid result coming up. And I'll have to go and see what this means for the championship battle, because Juan Pablo and the BARs have made some significant changes to the mathematics. So Montoya's win takes him to the top of the championship, 2 points clear of the Dyson duo behind him, and he's put 7 points on his teammate, which is fair play to him. Button and Fisichella, that double podium for Benetton, I think I glossed over a little bit. I really should have been paying more attention to that, because that's a huge point score for them in that battle for best of the rest. They're already looking good for that anyway. But you considering, you know, Renault, they're a manufacturer, they're a new manufacturer back in the sport again, building their own car. So you'd imagine they would be best of the rest. You probably should be beating BAR, but they're not here. But crucially, their second and third place has given them a massive boost. Raikkonen, when he scores, he only seems to score above fourth place. I mean, did he grab a couple of podiums already? Raikkonen, he's got a podium and he's got a fourth place. So unlike his teammate who can only bag sort of eighths and sevenths, he makes sort of gains into the points when he gets the chance. Big score for Hakkinen, jumps him up to seventh in the championship. Really big score because he needs to start ticking over. He's jumped his teammate now and it's taken him a while to do that. But you saw how he was grabbing places. How is he not further up this championship? He's not out of it. He's only 9 points back and that's really nothing. Panis scoring again, as we mentioned. And Frentzen and Villeneuve. So Micheal hanging in there, didn't score. What can he do at the next race? That's not a bad grid slot for him. We'll see how he gets on. I think it's France next. It's France or Britain. I'm pretty sure it's France. We shall see. So a bit of a turnaround then, because McLaren and Ferrari going into Monaco were starting to look like the teams that were going to dice out for the cons, with the other two trying to keep a watching brief. That has been completely shattered. Williams, 13 points ahead now of those two, and BAR have got 10 points on them. 3 points between the top two, and they both share a win. So the teams that have got all the wins have been pushed out of the way a little bit. And it really comes down to the podiums, the consistent point scores, and the DNFs. So plenty to run in this though. This is fascinating. It seems to be turning around with each race. You can see that Benetton have made a big jump on Jordan, and Jordan are really being hurt by Trulli's inability to score points. Benetton now sitting fifth, sitting clear best of the rest, and if they keep it up, can they threaten the top four? Not much happening throughout the rest of the field, to be honest, other than Raikkonen's fairly decent score for Sauber. But really, the bottom half of the grid, it didn't really alter at all, as none of them really were able to get anywhere near the points. So it's going to switch around next race. Having a look, we've got Alonso, Verstappen, actually Ralph. Now looking at Ralph had a stinker. He finished down in 18th place. He's going to start about fourth on the grid. So could this be a Williams back-to-back? Could this be the first back-to-back of 2001 on the PlayStation 2? Tune in to find out next time.